Hi, I'm Robert Imbriali and I want to welcome you to this video. We're going to talk about something that is of interest to a lot of us, and that is, how do you make money online? I mean, really, how do you make money online? Well, in my book, there are really only two ways, two really core ways of doing it. And there's what I call the hard way, or the traditional way, if you will. And then there's a simpler way, which I'm going to share with you a little bit later in this video if you'll stay with me for it. Well, you all know the traditional way. You've probably been taught it before. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you've actually done it. Traditional way is you either create a product or you buy a product from somebody else, you build a website and you sell your product, and you pretty much keep all the revenue from that. Sounds like a dream. Well, for some people it is. But for other people, they really don't like creating products. If I ask somebody to sit down and write an ebook, they have these flashbacks of those times in high school when they had to do a book report. They just hate it. That's just not their thing. Well, let's suppose that you're okay with that kind of thing. You're a good writer. Maybe you're a good speaker. Maybe you're good on camera, and you decide, okay, I'm going to go create a product of my own. And you go out and you create your own product. Great. Now, how are you going to deliver it? Was it going to be on audio CD? Is it going to be on a DVD? Is it going to be delivered digitally? Is it going to be an ebook through Amazon, through Kindle? Right, you've got a lot of questions to answer just in sort of that delivery area. So let's suppose you get the product done. You spend maybe a couple of months putting a product together. You figure out how you're going to deliver it. If it's going to be printed material, you may have to buy some books. If it's going to be audio CDs or DVDs, there are minimum orders there you have to deal with for the most part. So you've got a lot of that going on. Well, great. Now you're sitting there with a product, and then the question becomes, well, what do I do? How do I market this product? Well, number one, you're going to need a sales letter. And for a lot of people, writing a sales letter is very different than writing a product. And I often find, this is sort of interesting, you'll get a kick out of this one, that people who are really good at generating products, really good at writing content, really bad at writing sales letters. And the converse is true too. People who are really great at writing sales letters, when it comes to content writing, they're just not that good. So you're sort of on one side or the other of that particular railroad track, and rarely do you find people who are good at both. So let's suppose you've got a sales letter written. Now you need a website, and now you've got the website, you've got an e-commerce solution, you've got a merchant account, you've got all of this stuff set up, you're ready to finally sell your product. Now you've got to go out and promote it, right? This is just the traditional stuff, nothing new here. There's nothing here that should surprise you. This is just the way it's been done, really since the dawning of the internet, since I really started marketing online back in 1989, believe it or not. I've been online a long time. So when I look at it from that perspective, I say, okay, that's sort of the traditional way. But there's a new way that is a lot easier to deal with, that doesn't include creating products, it doesn't include writing sales letters, it doesn't include any kind of selling, any kind of fulfillment, nothing to drop in the mail and send out. There's no customer service, refunds are handled by somebody else. That's the kind of thing that I really want to look at today. Because there are a lot of my relatives and friends who are not internet marketers. They're just regular people, right? There's regular people and then there's the internet marketing crowd, and they're just regular people. They don't know how to use the technology. So what I suggest to them is to use this other form of marketing that I want to talk to you on this video about, because I think it's much more powerful. It's a lot easier for people to do, and it just makes a whole lot more sense. And certainly the income is not bad either. So let me tell you a little story. I had a friend email me one day, and he said to me, I'm looking for an e-commerce solution. And I said, great. I happen to have one that I was using and really liked, and I sent him a link. Now, not just any link. I sent him what I like to call an income link. An income link, you might refer to it as an affiliate link. I look at it as an income link because, I got paid a commission for anyone who signed up on that particular link. So I sent him a little note. I said, here's the one that I recommend. Have a look at it. They offer a free 30-day trial. There's no stress. There's no pressure. Go ahead and check it out for yourself. I just sent that email. Hit send on the email. It took me literally 3 minutes to send that email out. Off it went. He took my advice. He clicked on that link. He went to the website. He signed up for a 30-day free trial. After the 30 days, that company did everything they could to get him to become a paying customer, which he did. He became a paying customer, and that company, the agreement I had with that company was, if I send out my little income link, what you might call an affiliate link, I call it an income link, if I sent out that link, they would pay me 40% of the money that whoever I referred to, paid them. So this particular guy paid almost $200. I got paid $77.40. And I thought, wow, all I had to do was write a 3-minute email. That's fantastic. I was hooked, right? That's the kind of thing you get real excited about. Is, well, I just sent an email. I just did a little referral. I sent this guy an email. He clicked on the link. He, ended up becoming a customer. They paid me $77.40. Boy, that was easy. But that's not the end of the story. See, that's where it began. They paid me 40% of every dollar this friend of mine spent with them, not just once, but every single month like clockwork for as long as this person has stayed with them as a customer. And by the way, we are here 2014 September, he is still a customer. So this was back in July of 2003. Want to do some math? I really like this. I really like doing the math here. Actually, I've done it ahead of time, but I want to show you the math on this because it's really kind of neat. So they're paying me $77.40 per month. So if I look at that, I say that's pretty good money. I mean, that pays the phone bill, or it pays the cell phone bill or whatever. So it wipes out my phone bill. Hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. That made me feel real good. Now, what does that look like if I take it out to 12 months? I did the math here. And where is it here? 12 months is $928.80 per year. Now remember, I didn't do anything more. I sent them an income link. That's all I did. Affiliate link, I sent it off to them. This was back in 2003. So $928.80, well, that's not that bad, right? That's not a lot of money. And then you take it out and you say, well, this has been happening now for 11 years and counting. So over 11 years, that one link netted me, this is money that I didn't do anything for, by the way, $10,216.80, and I just got paid the other day, my $77.40, by the way. So this is just ongoing. So I sent this one link. I did no follow-up. I did no selling. I had no sales letter. I have no customer service. I don't have to deliver a product. I don't have to go to a post office. I don't have to hold inventory. I'm telling you, I did nothing. Zero. Not exaggerating here. I absolutely did zero, and I brought in this. And you might say, well, that's really not that much money over the course of 11 years. What if I told you that money paid for my cell phone bill for all these years? Free cell phone for 11 years, would you go for it? I think I would, right? The thing I like about this is this was just one. Now, if I put 10 of them into this system, let's say I did a little bit of effort and referred this particular company to a number of people, and I got 10 of them in there, all of a sudden it's 10 times this amount. Now we're looking at $100,000, right? Now it starts to become something. Well, let's say it's $700 a month. That takes care of, for a lot of people, their mortgage payment. For me, a car payment, right? All of a sudden that disappears. What I really like about this model is it really takes away, I don't know if you're in business, you really can understand this, and I'll switch over another page here, but the business conundrum is, this is $0, and we know that you can go a lot below zero, right? So when you're in business for yourself, this is what happens. For those of you who are not in business for yourself, this may come as a little bit of a surprise because everyone thinks business owners just have it made and it's easy for us. But the truth is, our income does this. Now, if you notice, this is $0. This is no money in the bank account. What happens is we often go into debt. But we have ways, we market, we come up with new products, and we come out of debt. But, that doesn't last forever, and we go back into debt. This is the financial roller coaster. This is what ages us. This is what makes it very difficult to be a really effective internet marketer. This kind of thing is craziness. This kind of thing really will age you faster than anything, and it's going to stress you out. And this is what pushes a lot of people out of this business. You can't deal with this emotional stress of this. Oh, wow, that's great. Look at all the money we brought in. Oh, there's no more sales coming. Oh my God, we're in debt. We got to do something. And you go up and down and up and down and up and down. What I wanted to do is I wanted to say, okay, let's say the zero mark wasn't here anymore. Let's say the zero mark was here. And I never hit the zero mark anymore because what I have in here is passive recurring income. This is what we're talking about. This is your safety net. Right? So you can make it like a net if you want to. So instead of going to zero or below, I'm not saying you can't, I'm saying most often you're not going to. This smooths this out. So you've always got, so rent is paid, let's say. You've got rent paid, you've got car paid, you've got phone, you've got electric, right? You've got food. And if you go a little bit further, maybe you can get entertainment paid too, right? So all of this is now taken care of in here where you're no longer worrying about it. This is really what you want to shoot for. You're going through this process, you're trying to become more successful. You don't want to be playing here where you're bouncing below the zero mark. This gets really hard. And some people, when they fall below zero, that's it. Their back is broken. They don't do this anymore. I don't want that to happen for you. I really want you to have something down here that just makes it a whole lot easier. And this safety net, boy, it saved me a lot of times. I got to tell you, when I came down on some of these, I had this safety net here. Well, I knew, I wasn't going to get kicked out. I had, money to pay the rent. I had money to take care of the car payment, so that didn't go bad. I always had my cell phone operating. Like I said, made some of those cell phone payments out of the money that was coming in. This is a better way to live. This makes it a lot easier. So I call this income for life. You may like the term, you may not like the term, income for life, because there are companies out there. Don't ask me how the marketing works on this. It just works. What they do is they say, if you refer us somebody, refer a customer to us, we're going to pay you a percentage of every dollar that person spends with us for the life of the customer. Now, if you do this right and you choose the right companies and you put the effort in, that could be 11 years, that could be more. Customer, like I said, the friend that's on there right now, he has no intent on leaving. And as long as his company is in business, who knows, it may be another 11 years, maybe another $10,000 that'll come in off of him. He wasn't the only one, however. There were more, but I'm just sharing one with you because he's a friend of mine that I referred. So this is really what you're looking for, income for life. You're looking to stabilize the ups and downs. And even if you're employed full-time, even if you've got a job and you're doing this full-time, you've got a full-time job, you still have these ups and downs. So your job may be this, but now you could add, if your job, let's say this is your salary, right? And I know I'm getting a little messy here. Let's say this is your salary, so that's your safety net. You start doing some of this, and all of a sudden your safety net gets a little bigger, right? So now instead of your safety net just stopping here at maybe $5,000 a month, now all of a sudden it's at $7,000 a month. That gives you some leeway to do other things. Maybe you could take that vacation you really wanted to take and you haven't been able to. Whatever it is for you. I mean, this is really an ideal situation for a lot of people. A lot of my relatives as well who really hate internet marketing, really hate this. They can do this. This is really simple to do. And it really got me excited very early on, like back in 2003, because I recognized I didn't have to live this way, that I saw everyone else living. And by the way, for a lot of you who are wondering, a lot of internet marketers that were around in 2003 are no longer around today. A lot of names are retired from the business or gone completely. And the dirty little secret is because of this. This roller coaster was too intense. And at some point, you get kicked off, right? So you need to figure out what you need to do to be able to get recurring income, recurring passive income. In other words, income you're not necessarily working directly to achieve. And if you can do that successfully, I got to tell you, it becomes a lot easier. It's a lot more fun to live. You can do things you couldn't do before. When the worry is out of the situation, when the worry is out of your business, when the worry is out of what you're trying to create, and you've got a little bit of buffer each month of a little bit of extra income, it allows you some opportunities, it allows you some options. You can do some things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. This changed my world, and it continues to change my world to this day. It's really a great safety net, and I'm spending more time now working on this because the other stuff, like I said, the economy is a little weird right now. The other stuff's a little bit harder today. Not impossible, a little bit harder. This is easy. So if you came to me and said, Rob, what do I suggest? What do you suggest for me to be able to make money online? What I would suggest is income for life. Look for passive recurring income, and that makes all the difference if you can get that going. Okay, I want to share with you a program that I'm doing because I want to teach a handful of people how to do this. This is not hard, but there are a few little tips and tricks that you need to do to make it even easier to put systems in place so this sort of happens automatically, where you're not even involved in quote-unquote making the direct referrals. You'll push traffic, you'll do things like that, but you're not going to make any direct referrals because you got other things to do. I certainly don't want you selling. I don't want you creating products. I don't want you to have to deal with customer service. I don't want you to have to deal with anything. Now, the fellow I talked to you about before, I said I did absolutely nothing. Not a phone call, not an email, nothing. I don't even know if he's loving the service or not. He's still with it is all I know. Beyond that, I can't tell you. Now, Not every company does this. For the most part, most companies will do like a company invited me to do not too long ago. They came to me and they said, we would really like for you to sell for us. And what we'll do, we're very happy to pay you 10% of every person you bring onto our company and start doing business with us. So I had to go out and find them. I had to go out and sell them. And not only did they want me to sell them, they wanted me to call them every single month to make sure everything was going well and to present to them, whatever any special offers or events that were coming up. So I would be in a telemarketing role for 10%. And I thought about it and I said, I sent one email and they paid me 40% for the life of the customer and I had to do absolutely nothing. Believe me, that came off my desk really quickly as something that I absolutely do not want to do. This is so much easier. So what I'm doing is I'm putting together a new training program, and I really want you to think about this for a moment. Would it make sense to you to have a situation where you have passive recurring income from other companies paying you? Most of them pay like clockwork, by the way, and they pay you for the life of the customer. And like I said, there aren't many of them out there that do it, but there are enough of them out there that do it that would make total sense. I will actually give you the top 10 that I use or do business with. I make referrals to them all the time, and once the person buys and the money shows up in the PayPal account, I don't even have to worry about a check. Every month on the 16th of the month, bang, the money's in the PayPal account. I get a little email from PayPal saying, hey, money's been deposited. Then I go in and I just go pay my bills. Really, that's what I do with it. It makes it really simple for me. So if it would make sense for you, really think about this. If this is something you would like to learn how to get this passive recurring income. It's all legal. It's all on the up and up. It does not include network marketing. It's not a pyramid scheme of any kind. It is literally companies saying, if you make a referral, we're going to pay you for life. I'm going to show you how to make those referrals. I'm going to show you how to set up systems so you're not doing them manually, that a lot of that stuff is happening behind the scenes. If this is something you think would help you, think it would be valuable to you, then I'm going to invite you to join me for a live training. We're going to do training just like this on a webcast, and a little bit different than this. This is pre-recorded. The webcast is going to be live, and you'll be able to ask me questions. I'll have my laptop in front of me. You can ask me questions, and we can have that conversation. I can teach you how to do this, and I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to do a little bit of hands-on with you to make sure that you have a system, at least one, that's set up with at least one of these companies. I'm going to give you my favorite list of the top 10. You can do as many as you want. You can find more if you want to. You can use one. You can use all the 10 that I give you. It's up to you. There will be no limit there. But because it's going to be a little bit more hands-on for me, I have to limit the amount of people I can train to just 12. I know, it's horrible. I wish I could train thousands, but I'm not set up to do that. I don't have enough hours in the day to do that. But I'm looking for 12 people that I can train how to do this. Now, one of the great things about the internet is that I can do this without having to go get a hotel. I don't have to reserve a hotel. I don't have to travel. I don't have to schlep equipment over there. I don't have to bring workbooks and everything else. I don't have to do any of that. We can do it all digitally over the internet. So instead of charging you the normal $2,000 for this event, which is really what it would cost to be able to do this in a hotel, because I'd have hotel expenses and travel expenses. And by the way, so would you. You'd have to travel. You'd have to come to the hotel. Even if you live local, you'd still be driving. So it would cost you something. So because we don't have any of that, we can drop the price in half right away and make it $997. If you want to do this, $997 is all it's going to cost you. Now, a couple of things I'm going to do for that. Number one is like I said, I'm going to give you my list of top 10 companies that pay you for the life of the customer. Some of these companies are very easy to make referrals to, by the way. I'm going to give you the information on that. You'll be able to go through it. There are more than 10. Believe me, we can find a lot more than that. But I want to give you the 10 that I know, that I've used, that I refer to, that I know pay like clockwork, month after month after month after month. Like I said, this is one that pays for 11 years, right? That's pretty good. Company pays you like clockwork for 11 years, never missed a payment. I like that. That's a good thing. So that's one of the things I'm going to do with you. Number two is, if you get into a situation during this program where you feel stuck, let's say you're not understanding the tiny little bit of technology that I'm going to teach you, and it's giving you fits and starts or whatever, I will personally jump in and take care of it for you. I'll fix whatever the challenge is. I want to make sure by the time you walk away from this training that you have a system, at least one that is up and running. Some of you are going to have 3, 4, 5 of them. That's okay. But at least one of them that's up and running. You may even, by the time we're done, you may even have made some referrals. You may already be in line to collect some payments. Now, how long is the training going to be? We're going to do one training a week for a minimum of 3 weeks, but it could go longer. And why it could go longer, it depends on how fast you're getting it, how much I want to cover, how much information I can get into each webcast, and we'll play it by ear. But it'll be a minimum of 3 training sessions. All of these sessions are going to be recorded, and the other piece of this is that you're going to have access to the member area where you can go in and review the recordings anytime you want to. So instead of worrying about, oh, it's Monday at 4 and I can't make it there, don't worry about it. Those recordings will be available when you are. And all the time, if you have questions in between, you'll be able to email me. I'll give you my private email address, and I will personally respond to your emails as well, just to make sure that all of your emails or all of your questions are answered. And by the time you're done with this, this is going to be a no-brainer. You're going to be able to keep doing this again and again and again. And by the way, there are some people who no longer need their full-time job because they're doing this full-time. And without a full-time effort, by the way, but they're doing this on a regular basis, and they've literally replaced their full-time income. It's not that hard to do. Literally, if you look at your monthly income, let's say it's $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, this isn't really that hard. You could probably get into a situation where you no longer need to work inside of 6 months. I know a lot of my clients have done it, and if you want to do it, you put the effort in, you can see that kind of result as well. So let's look at the real price of this program is $347 if you want to do it. $347 rather than $997 rather than $2,000. Let's do it for $347. It'll be 3 live training sessions, and if $347 is a little bit hard to swing, and you want to do it for a little bit less, you can do it in 4 payments of $97. So $97 times 4 payments, $97 today, $97 in 30 days, $97 30 days after that, $97 30 days after that. You can be part of this program and have full access to the membership area, get full access to all the training, get all the information. Literally, you could actually pay for it for what I'm teaching you. You can start doing this right away, and you can start recouping that money so it actually doesn't cost you anything out of pocket. If you want to do it, go to ultimatewealth.com/income, ultimatewealth.com/income. Or if you're on ultimatewealth.com/income already, there's a red button down below. Click on the Enroll Now button, and you can start the enrollment process. We'll get you set up, we'll get it all going, and we'll start the training promptly. All that information will be sent to you, exactly what the dates are going to be, when we're going to do the trainings, how to access the membership area. All of that stuff will be set up in there, and you'll be able to take full advantage of it. This, my friends, is easy. This, my friends, makes sense. This is not the old way of internet marketing. This is a smart way of internet marketing. This is the quick, shortcut way to start making money online. I know it's a dream for so many people, and they wonder what's the mystery on this. This is easy. I'm going to show you how to do it. You'll be able to do it. I will walk you through all of the different steps. I'll walk you through what you need to say, how you need to say it. You're not selling, you are referring. There's no selling involved. There's no sales letters. There's no product. There's no fulfillment. There's just refer. People buy. When they buy, income comes back to you, typically in your PayPal account. A couple of companies will send you a check, but for the most part, they'll go right into your PayPal account. So if you want to do it, ultimatewealth.com/income. And like I said, it's $347 to be part of it, limited to 12. When I hit 12, there'll be no more enroll button. So if you're looking down there and there's no button, it's not a mistake. It's on purpose. That means the program is filled. I may do it again, I may not do it again, but I'm hoping that you're going to get in if you want to do this, if this is something that resonates with you, if this is something that you want to learn. Certainly I'm here to teach you. I'm real excited about it. I'm really looking forward to getting you in here. We'll have a lot of fun. I promise you we'll have a lot of fun. So if you want to do it, ultimatewealth.com/income, $347 now, or just 4 payments of $97 will get you in as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to having you participate in this program because we're going to have a lot of fun, I promise.